I have received back 8 of the 47 something cards from PSA. They have returned graded. I'm going to pull these cards. I don't know what order they're in at all. I'm just going to pull them out and we're going to see the grades. Okay? Here we go. First card. The Dark Dragonite got an 8.
That's good, right?
That's pretty good. I think that's within the range of what I thought this was going to get. I thought this was maybe going to get like a 9 at the absolute peak. But otherwise, centering on the front's pretty good. It's a little skewed towards the bottom. And on the back, you know, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I'll call it a 7. Optimistic 8. Okay. I did think I was going a little low with the 7. That's pretty good. Although it does not give me the highest of hopes for the rest of the cards. Because if this is an 8, everything else is going to be not good. All right, next card. Okay, it's Dark Gyarados, first edition. 9.
Woo! That's good.
9 on the Dark Gyarados, dude. Yeah. This one definitely didn't have as many scratches on the foil. Along the top, nothing too egregious. I'll call this one a 7 as well. I'm sorry that so many of these are 7, but wow, I was not being generous enough.
Yeah, that's good.
They gave this a 9.
At least you didn't get your hopes up for nothing.
Wow, yeah, no, I was trying to be realistic. All right, next one. Dark Charizard, just regular Dark Charizard, not first edition. Ooh, it got a 5.
Oh dear.
It got a 5. Rough. Yeah, it's definitely all because of the back. The back is just completely destroyed. Beat up. It is beat up along the top. It is beat up a little bit on the corners on the bottom. I would be shocked if this got anything more than a 5. I'll be real with you.
Wow. Okay.
Okay. Pretty accurate. Pretty accurate. That was my expectation. All right. Now, to be fair, I might have some like close-ups like when I do like the actual proper video. This thing, if you go and watch the video, it's beat up. All right. Next card is Dark Magneton first edition. It is an 8. Okay. That's pretty good. That's pretty good as well. I think I was maybe hoping for a 9. Back of the card is really strong, actually. There's a small little ding on the bottom left. But if we're not counting scratches, this thing's an 8. But we probably are, so it's probably going to end up a 6. Okay.
Just kidding. It was an 8.
Okay. Next one. That's pretty accurate, too. All right. Ooh, this is the... This is the Shadowless Blastoise. This thing's going to be real bad. It's going to be real bad. Here we go. Wow, we got a 7. This thing got a 7. How? How did it get a 7? Card in the top middle of the binder like sleeve. So it was just naturally going to get roughed up a lot. I'm going to give Blastoise a 5, 6 if I'm being generous. Wow. I can't believe this thing got a 7, man. I guess the foil itself is like pretty good as I just spit on it. Wow. That's awesome. All right, next one. Next one is, oh boy, it's the Charizard, just the regular Charizard. We have an 8! What? An 8! This thing is an 8, dude. A regular Charizard is an 8.
Is that good?
That's really good. I thought this thing was going to be garbage. I don't know how harshly they're going to grade him, but 6 if I'm being realistic, 7 if I'm being optimistic, 5 if I'm being pessimistic. So we'll say there's a range. Wow. Maybe, dude, maybe some of my cards are in much better condition than I thought. I'm in shock this thing got an 8. It's 8 out of 10. Yeah, grading scales out of 10. Dude, I totally see why people do this. This shit is so much fun. Oh my god. Dude. All right, next one. Machamp. Okay, so this was the sealed... This thing was sealed in the little plastic thing that you got from like the starter deck or whatever. Hadn't been touched, hadn't been opened. The only reason I took it out was to submit it for this. So I do have high hopes for it. I do think it'll be a 9. 10 would be huge. 10 would be huge. It's a 9. Oh, it's a 9, dude.
Why wouldn't that, if it's literally brand new, it's just the centering or some shit?
Yeah, it's just like some other imperfections on the card.
Which is out of your control.
Which is completely out of your control. I just find it so fascinating that this Machamp stayed in a plastic container for its entire life, completely sealed up. It got a 9. Meanwhile, my Dark Gyarados was just chilling in a binder and also got a 9. But yeah, like people are saying, the gap from 9 to 10 is so big compared to 8 to 9. Some cards, as they are printed off the press, aren't 10s. All right, Blaine's Charizard, nothing crazy. The centering on this is not very good. I think this is a potential 9, maybe an 8. It's a 6.
What?
It's a 6. How is this thing a 6? I would love to know how this thing got a 6, dude. Yeah, it would be nice if they told you why they gave it the grade, but like this thing looks so good and yet didn't get a good grade. 6. Wow. I'm disappointed with that one. That's how I thought more was gonna go, or more cards were gonna go. Never remembered really touching this Charizard too much. Centering on the back is okay, but nothing great. But I do think the condition of the card itself is very good. I will give it an 8. Oof. Missed on that one.
Oof.
Missed on that one. So, otherwise, pretty good. Let's look up a couple of values here for some of these cards here. The Dark Magneton, I was hoping for maybe a 9. That would have been nice. Dude, the Charizards, like, go figure, the original Charizard, the one that I thought would be the worst, is actually the best. All right, so PSA 9, this went for $250. $250. I don't know what. A Beckett 200. This went for $300 Australian. All right, we'll see what the rest of the cards that we submitted look like. They're probably not going to be too pretty, but those will have to wait for quite a while. Quite a while. And we'll see what I thought the grade was going to be after the fact. First card is Erika's Clefable, non-first edition, 9.
Okay.
Okay.
I must have missed that one.
Pretty good. Oh, I said it was first edition. It's not. Oh no, this is Erika's Clefable. Sorry, that's the wrong one. Where's Erika's Clefable? Did I not even put it on here? Maybe I just didn't include it. Maybe I just did this one as a bonus one at the end. I don't know, but either way, 9. 9? Any 9s here are going to be like 10s to me, essentially. Is Feraligatr, non-first edition, 7. Okay, let's take a look at this bad boy here. Okay, some scratches on the foil. The centering looks good. I thought this was a very, very well-conditioned card. Let's see what I said here. A card that I did not cater. Apparently, this centering almost feels like it's tilted. And on the back, 9 optimistic. I said 8, 9 optimistic. Bottom right edge is a little... Yeah, but to bring it to a 7? Oof. Next card is... I kind of want to just see what it is. Oh, Bellossom, first edition. I only included this because it was first edition. Bellossom, card quality, get a small little ding. Not bad otherwise. I'll call it an 8 as well. I think these cards are good condition. Calling it an 8. First edition Bellossom. Calling it an 8. A 9, baby. Let's go. Alrighty.
Yay, a 9.
Again, I only sent this in because it was first edition and it's a very old card. Okay, we take that. We absolutely take that. Ooh, this is, okay, first edition Rainbow Energy from Team Rocket. Finally, I have a Rainbow Energy for type. Otherwise, that's probably about a 7. Last 4 cards that I have are... Okay, I said it was about a 7. The Rainbow Energy first edition, I said was a 7. It is a 8. It is an 8. Okay.
8's great.
Front centering, not too bad. Maybe a little skewed towards the left. But you know what? We take the 8. We said 7. We take the 8. Okay, next up is Dark Vileplume. I think this was a card that I said I wasn't going to send in originally. I might leave this one out. I'm going to do a little bit more research to see. I think it's just a pretty good condition card, although there is a small ding on the bottom right. I'll call it a 7. If Dark Weezing's an 8 to a 9, I can't give Vileplume higher than that, but okay. Calling it a 7. Dark Vileplume, first edition from Team Rocket is a 7. Called it right on the money, so pretty much called it on that one. Yep, little rough around the edges. Accurate call. Let's move on. Dark Blastoise, non-first edition, unlimited. The centering on the front's pretty darn good. Scrapage along the bottom. I'll call this an optimistic 7. It's probably going to be a 6. Optimistic 7. Call it a 6. 8.
What?
An 8 on the Dark Blastoise. I am too harsh on myself, which is actually a good thing.
And the swirl?
Look at that big ass swirl right here.
What does that mean?
It's just kind of like an extra effect of the foiling on the card.
And that's good or bad?
It's people like it. It's good.
Oh, okay.
Can't be mad about that. I thought it was gonna be an optimistic 7. Next up, this is Muck, first edition. Fossil, first edition. Muck. Foil Muck. I don't know how many people care about Muck on the bottom right of the card, but otherwise, we're looking pretty good. I'll call that a 7. I call it a 7. I think I was being very harsh on this, but I call it a 7 in the video. And the Muck, first edition, Fossil. 9, baby.
Woo!
Nice. The reason I think this card is in the condition that it's in is because I'd never used it. Like, I don't know many people who use this card in any sort of play setting. Again, 9 is, I think, the best we're going to get out of any of these. So 9s are like 10s right now. So that's awesome. Next card up. Oh. Moltres. Fossil. Was that first edition? First edition. Fossil. Moltres. Front, it's real bad. It's real bad. And on the back, looks like we have that's just the light. Centering on the back is a lot better than it is on the front, though. I'll give this, we'll go 6. Giving it a 6. Tough call. This card is very, very beat up on the front, according to the video. 7. Okay. Not bad. Not bad. Slightly above what I was hoping for. But considering how beat up this card was, we take a 7. That was very, very nice. Lapras. First edition.
Moltres
Good card.
7 sold 15 days ago for 116.
Okay, not bad.
What the hell?
Keep in mind, all these cards cost about $10 to get graded.
Together or each?
Each.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Lapras, I feel like it's
Lapras.
underrated as a whole. I have a couple of scratches. Very good condition, centering on the backs. Not very good centering on the front. Actually pretty darn strong. You'll have to see that. I'll call this a 7 because of the scratches, but it is first edition. You'll have to see that. Okay, we called it a 7 because of the scratches. My guess is that it's going to be an 8 because I've been really underselling in the video. Oh, nope, called it. 7. On the dot. Let's take a look for some... I mean, this is not the greatest angle to see heavy scratches, but you can still see a bunch. So, called it right on the money. We call that a W. This card was also kind of beat up. Dude, we still have so many cards. This is awesome. Dark Weezing, Team Rocket, First Ed. I called it an 8 in the video because I remember I talked about a different card. On the best cards when it comes to condition and centering, I will call that one an 8. I am going to give myself an 8. Optimistic, we're talking a 9. Okay, I'm very confident in this card. Dark Weezing, not a card I really use. This is probably went pack to sleeve pretty darn quick. So I think a decent chance at a 9, but I don't want to get my hopes up here. 9. There you go. Card that I just did not touch at all as a child. There's not a ton of foiling on it to really like get scratched or anything because the art is so big. You got a little swirl there. Trying to find it in the light there. You got a little swirl on the top right there, I think. But yeah, pretty accurate call there as well. There we go. Ursaring, non-first edition. So this was just a bonus card that I decided to throw in after the fact. So here we go. I'll say 8. Called it. 8. Damn. Front and center swirl right there. Nice. Yeah, this is one, just another old card that I thought was in pretty good condition. Thought I'd send it in. Next up, Charmander Common from Team Rocket. Yeah, Team Rocket. I don't think this one's in the video either, but it's a first edition Charmander. It's kind of a gamble play on, but I'm already looking at the centering, and it's not very good, so this is probably getting a 9 at best. 9. Yeah, front centering is even off as well. So this was just kind of like a gamble play to see, maybe we get a 10 on a common first edition card. But you know what? We're happy with 9s. Happy with 9s. Okay, this is Erika's Venusaur, non-first edition. I think this is another card that I might not have on here. Let's see what we got. 8. That's basically what I was thinking. Erika's Venusaur,
More like Erika's Penisaur.
Yeet. Bram. Just a smoosh. Just a boop. Flat out PSA 9. Charmander sold for 38. First edition team. Wow. Okay. Dark Raichu. Non-first edition. Team Rocket. This was the first secret rare that they ever made. And I think this is another rogue card that I did not include on here. Let's see what we got. A lot of people, I think 7 as well. I'm with you guys on 7. 8. Okay. We got an 8. The centering on the front. Oh my God. Look at that.
What? I can even see that. Usually I can't see.
This is generous. This is a very generous 8. Can we take this point away and put it on one of the 9s? True. That is true. I've seen some horribly centered cards on PSA that have gotten 10s. And they're tilted. I've seen some bad ones. This is a Blaine trainer card, non-first edition foil. And 8. That's basically what I was expecting. Front centering's not bad. Back centering's not great. But yeah, otherwise just sort of just kind of a it's there kind of card. This is, why did I get this graded? This is an M Pidgeot EX. I think this was easily another YOLO. This was just a complete YOLO. I don't know why this is here. Maybe in the past I thought it was a cooler card than it really is, but here we go. Of course.
No.
I mean, if we're gonna just YOLO a card, I guess it's a good thing to get a 10 on it. Right? I mean, this was packed to sleeve. I know this was packed to sleeve. And it's from Evolutions, which is, at the time maybe not considered the greatest set, but I think people appreciate it much more now. Look, I thought we were not going to get any 10s. So this ended up being a good call. Rocket Sneak Attack. This was another rogue submission. I included it with, I did have it in the video.
No scratches that I can. Good.
But I don't think I actually talked about that I have what I thought the grade was going to be. So I think we're just going to YOLO flip this one as well. Sneak Attack, Team Rocket. I'll go bold. I'll say 9. 8. Okay, that's basically where I was expecting, because I think the Rainbow Energy got an 8 as well. Yeah, the Rainbow Energy got an 8 as well. So I think this was like a pretty similar condition to it. Next card is Mewtwo Base Unlimited.
PSA 10 Pidgeot sold 4 days for $41.
Hey, not bad. Not bad.
Yeah, nothing too brutal. Maybe a little along the left edge over here. Again, I'll give it a 7, 8 optimistically.
7, 8 optimistic. There you go. 8 optimistic. Nice job. Some scratches for sure, but otherwise pretty good condition. I never played with Mewtwo because Mewtwo is terrible. Totally fair grade. Good with that. Good stuff. Okay, now we have a card inside. So I did set some grade limits on cards, and if they didn't meet the grade, they sent it back. But I know I put a lot of the grades at pretty low, so I'm very interested to see what this card is. I don't know what card it is.
Oh, and they don't give you the grade, huh?
No, they wouldn't give you the grade. So I'm wondering what this card is and why they returned it. Oh, it's my Blaine's Arcanine, and they gave it back to me because it was going to be graded below the minimum.
What was the minimum?
I don't know. Damn, that is unfortunate because Arcanine is one of my favorites, and it does not have like a ton of scratches on it, so I really wonder what I wanted it to be. Here, let me see here. They might dock me insane points and just give it a 1 because of that bend. If they don't do that, tiny little bend. Or if that's the card. It's the card. You hate to see it. It has a tiny little bend in
I
it.
see.
Okay, so right here, you can kind of see it's creased. And that probably sets it to an auto 1 because there's a little crease on it. That's what it was. Oh, well. The rest of the card's great, but yeah, that little corner there. We'll try again with another. This one's first edition, though. This one was not. Oh, God.
Arcanine's a 10. Oh, Gesundheit. It's a 10 in
Brim heard Arcanine and was like, doggy? Okay.
Big yawn.
Big yawn. Okay, guess what, chat? We still have a whole other effing box. Let's go, dude. Alrighty, next up. Kabutops. First edition fossil. Yeah, this is not good. I'd call this a 4 to 5. I might not even... I might leave them out. I might take them out because that's looking rough. I said 4 to 5. I might not even send it in. That's how rough this card was looking. 8. Wow. Okay. I guess they didn't ding me as much as I thought they were going to. I thought this was all kind of scraped along the bottom. The foiling's good. The foiling's very, very good. But, an 8 is not a 10, and there's no way this card was going to get a 10. But 8 is fantastic. This is Dragonite Fossil, non-first edition. So, I'll call it a 7. I'll call this one a 7. Calling it a 7.
It's going to be a 10.
This is not a 10. I call it a 7, and it's an 8. Corey, thanks for buying a shirt. Good looking shirt. 8 on the Dragonite. Well within reason.
$80, not bad. What?
Centering on the front's very, very good. Definitely has some scratches on the foil. Like you can even see. That might be like print line because it's so like specifically all the way across. But yep, this is well within reason. What's the point of grading if it costs $100 to send in a card and the card is worth less than 100 even after graded? These cost 10 because I submitted them at a time when they only cost $10 to send in. $100 grading is usually reserved for cards that are worth much, much more money.
People are saying it's all cards to discourage people.
Yes, because they want to catch up on how many cards they have at their place.
To discourage people from trying to just send in a bunch of shit cards.
Correct. Ditto first edition fossil. This is one of the best condition cards I thought I had.
Ditto's cool.
10.
I like Ditto.
I don't think I ever said what the grade was. I think during the stream we said it was going to be an 8. I'm saying 8 as old Datto as part of the video. And there you go. 8 right on the money for the Ditto. Secretly was hoping for a 9, but 8 is what we were expecting. So we take it. Articuno first edition fossil. This one I remember being rough.
Bottom left, I guess, also has a little bit of a dinger. I'll call this a 6, maybe a 5 if I'm being pessimistic.
All right, so we said 5 on a bad day, 7 on a good day. Now, these are all cards from my childhood. Every single one of these, except for that effing Pidgeot. Big yawn. We said 6. And we got 6. Called it. Right on the money. This card was very, like, look at the foiling. Like, you guys can see that. I can see it on the small monitor. We called the 6. We got the 6. Let's move on. Aerodactyl. That's why we did it. We did it for this moment. For the content, because it's fun. I'm having so much fun. Centering, unfortunately, on the back is literal garbage. 6 if I'm being pessimistic. The addition of the card itself is pretty good. I'll give it 7, 6 if I'm being pessimistic. Okay. 7 on the Aerodactyl. 8 on the Aerodactyl. Nice. Yeah, this is a card I did not touch at all as a kid. You can see a couple of big scratches going down the middle. And again, the centering on the back's pretty bad. But 8 is well within reason. Pikachu Jungle. First edition. This was another... I have a common, of an old card, of a very popular card. Let's YOLO it and find out. All right, I didn't even grade it, but this was a YOLO common. Let's see if we can get a 10.
YOLO
situation. Non-foil, first edition. How'd we do? 9.
Whoa.
So close. So close on it. Well, it's kind of... It's moving in the case there. But, I mean, it's a common. I don't really care that much.
Sue them for lost wages.
All right. Here's another YOLO. Eevee. Eevee common first edition. Call it an 8. Call it an 8. Then there was a post edit in the video that says no chance it's an 8, 7 at most. Yeah, I'll call it 8. So here we go on the Eevee common first edition jungle. 8. I think this was like basically the best condition Eevee that I had, and it was again pure YOLO play. Venomoth first edition jungle. Only reason I sent this in, it's an old card first edition. So I don't know, maybe my card's in a 7, but it's probably going to be about a 6. I said 7, it's probably going to be a 6. On the Venomoth, probably pretty unplayed Venomoth first edition foil from Jungle, 7. Good amount of scratches on the foil. You can see that print line kind of going right across. I think that's a print line anyway. That's a tough one. But that was a pure first edition play to see if we can make something happen there. Snorlax first edition jungle. Well, 7 maybe. Let's look at the foil. Yeah, it's not too bad. One tiny scratch, but yeah, I'd give that a 7. I give it a 7. Snorlax. And a 7 it shall be. Right on the money. Good amount of scratches on here. Like, you can really see how scratched up it is. Rest of the card's pretty good, but man, that foiling is tough. 4 retreat cost? Dude. He's a thick boy. Look at him. He moves slowly. It costs a lot to get back for him. Mr. Mime. Mr. Mime. First edition, Jungle. Probably very unplayed. Mr. Mime. It's gotta be good condition, right? Who used Mr. Mime? Look at the back thing on the bottom right. I could see this getting a 6. Maybe a 7 optimistically. 6, 7 optimistic. Corners were tough. Yeah, corners definitely tough. 6, 7 optimistic. 8. Nice job. I was definitely harsh on myself. Some vertical scratches that you can see, but otherwise condition of the card's very good. Yeah, I was very harsh. I was very harsh on myself because I didn't want to get my spirits up too high to be like, oh, so many of these are 10s. They come back and they're all like 4s. Flareon first edition jungle. This card is beat up because I actually remember using it in a deck. You look through the binder, it's like, oh, these all look great. These are great. What's going on? And then you actually take a look at them and it's like, oh, this is maybe a 5 Flareon. Give it a 6 optimistically. 5 Flareon, 6 optimistic. This thing's beat up. I actually use this card. Probably without sleeves. 6. Called it. The foiling actually looks not too bad. No, never mind. I lied. There's a lot of scratches on the left. I think you can purchase the ability to find out why. This one didn't need much of a reason why this got a 6. It's pretty obvious. Kangaskhan. First edition. Jungle in the list here. Probably Kangaskhan. Yeah, Kangaskhan. It's not really like banged up or anything though. Let me take a look at the back. Oh, and at the bottom. Okay, maybe a 6. Maybe a 6 on this. We're sending it in because it's first edition and I didn't remember using it a whole lot. First edition jungle. 6 it shall be. This thing's really that beat up, huh? I mean, again, a lot of scratches on the foiling. Not the greatest centering, but not the worst. Tough. Tough, man. What was I doing as a kid with effing Kangaskhan? I never used Kangaskhan. What am I doing, 11-year-old me? Clefable. First edition. Jungle. This is, you can see right at the top there. Big old mark. I'm going to say this is maybe a 5.5 to a 6. Okay, they don't do half grades there. Enough genius. I mean, they do, but not on these. Let's call it a 6. Let's round up to 6. 6 it shall be. Pretty on the money there. Let's move on. We have 6 cards left. Squirtle. Squirtle Shadowless First Edition Base Set. Not a YOLO because this card is beat up, but I sent it in because Shadowless First Edition. This card is destroyed. That I have. It is terribly beat up. God. It's still in one piece. The border tore off. It's not coming off. This is a 2 at best. This is a 2 at best. A 2 at best. The only way this could be worse is if half of it was missing. Nice butthole. 2 at best.
Back your butthole up into my phone.
5. I guess I really overestimated how bad a 2 needs to be.
That's a pity grading.
This card's in one piece. That's all it has really going for it. But this is a 5. Let's just double check something here. This is a 5. These are both 5s. Why I think it was a 2? Because I look at it. It is it's all sort of look at the back. All along here, just scraped and torn. But then this was also a 5. But look at the physical condition of it. It's so much better. This should not be a 5. If this is a 5, this should be a 3 or a 4. And if this is a 5, this should be a 7. Charmander, base set, YOLO, non-first edition. Let's see what we get. 9. I think that was your last chance at a 10 there, chat. Non-first edition, non-shadowless. Just a 9 Charmander. What does shadowless mean? I'll show you guys shadowless. Here, I'll show you right now. So I originally thought shadowless were fake cards. So you see how on the HP, it's the easiest to tell on the HP. It's not very bold at all. And on the Charizard here, the font's much bolder. That's the difference. It's not just the HP, it's all the text and stuff, but it's the easiest to see on the HP. I thought these cards were fake when I was a kid. I was like, oh, I have a bunch of these. They're all fake. And they're not. I think they're just how they got printed on that first run, and then they changed it to this. Right side of image, no shadow. Oh, yeah. Right along here. Boom. See that right here? And then kind of down here, you can kind of see that drop shadow. Your guys' thing with the whole shadow along the border, that makes way more sense than the HP thing, but I think it was the easiest to tell with the HP. All right, what was this? This is Raichu. Raichu Jungle non-first edition. No, this is base. I'm sorry, this is base Raichu. I don't know. I got to check the price on this, but it's not great. I give it a 6.
Does he ever bark? He does when there are other dogs in his view.
Giving it a 6. The Raichu base. Non-first edition. 7. Okay. 1 click above. Definitely a good amount of scratching on the foil. Card itself, a little bit tough. I think I played with Raichu a little bit because I had Pikachu in my deck. let's go to the last few cards here. What do we got? Zapdos, Shadowless. Base set. This thing's beat up. It's even the sides as well. This is gonna be probably a 4 if I'm being optimistic. A 4 if I'm being optimistic. A 4 if I'm being optimistic. This entire back top of the card is just destroyed. No, I'll call it a 5. No, I'll call it Brim. Thanks. 4 if I'm being optimistic. 5. This could have been a 6 if that Squirtle was a 5, but 5 is well within expectations. Drink water. I think I missed 2 drink waters. 2 cards left. Base set. Venusaur. I didn't really play with any of them as a kid, so I don't know the top. Nothing. Will say 7. Optimistic 8. 7 optimistic 8. And then I say in the video, not a chance this is a 7. It's a 6 at best. Shadowless PSA 5 base set Zapdos sold for 51 6 days ago. Like, I'm still 5xing my money on that, right? If my Charizard can get an 8, then this can get an 8. Is that 6? Wow. Well, editor Ditto was correct. 6 at best. And the post-analysis called it. I think I'm seeing a dent in the card. I think I'm seeing a dent in the card on the right side.
Hey. No, Brim, don't. You just don't know.
Which I did not see at the time. So that explains it. That's one of the few where I was actually surprised at the grade. Final card. What was Wigglytuff, the first one? Wigglytuff first edition. Nothing too egregious. I'll call that a 7. Calling it a 7, it's probably likely going to end up being an 8. Wigglytuff.
You good, bud?
Are you okay? Wigglytuff, first edition, jungle, foil. 7. Sorry, believers. I told you not to bet. That is all the graded cards back in my collection again. I'm sure I'll get rid of some of them. We want to just quickly review them. This was our only 10 from the first stack. The Pidgeot EX from Evolutions. Which was just a YOLO. Complete YOLO. But that was from the first stack before the Gamba. Just quickly going over all of them again. So close on this Charmander, I feel like. Making our way down. I think Lapras I was hoping for a bit more as well. Yeah, a lot of 7s and 8s. A lot of 7s and 8s. That's well within reason for what we were expecting. The Muck getting a 9 was pretty nice. We definitely started stronger than we ended. Started much stronger than we ended. But yep, a lot of 8s. Some more 8s and 7s. 9 in that Clefable. And then the Kabutops and 8. And then our original cards that we sent in, the more expensive ones. The Zard was an 8. Shadowless Blastoise at a 7. Dark Zard at a 5. Magneton at an 8. Dragonite at an 8. Machamp at a 9. Blaine's Charizard at a 6. Dark Gyarados a 9. And then we have our ungraded Blaine's Arcanine, capping it off. Blaine's Arcanine, I said minimum grade 6. Am I going to send any more in? As a matter of fact, I am. I just don't know when yet. me see if I have... I think these are most of the cards I'm going to be sending in. Let me show you guys what I've been scooping up recently. So here's a bunch of stuff I've gotten recently. Whether because, like, I really liked it or I just thought it was a good opportunity. Yes, all the cards you're about to see were purchased from like, eBay or whatever, stores or whatever. So this is a foil Blaine first edition that I found on eBay. I've only been looking for like the highest quality stuff on eBay. So this is something I'm going to send in. Found a Giovanni's Nidoking first edition. Mostly clean. It's mainly been like a lot of old stuff. Leak the Mousepad, metathreads.com/Datto. Koga's Ditto. Look how ridiculous this Ditto looks. This is a Blaine non-foil first edition that I got because I thought it was foil and I was incorrect, but I didn't want to be that guy and be like, oh, I won, but I don't want it because I thought it was the wrong thing, so I just bought it anyway. How'd you know if they're first edition or not? Boom. Right here. Speaking of which, Blaine's Arcanine. Giving that another shot. We have a bunch of the Gengar. This is a bunch of the cards that I showed you guys earlier. Gengar EX. We have Dark Gengar. We have Sabrina's Gengar. And then we have the Masaki promo. These are all... I'm really considering just keeping a lot of these just not graded. Because I feel like the rarity... This one... This one's one of my favorites because it's just so silly. I feel like it's going to be even rarer in the future to find these ungraded, you know what I mean? Because everyone's getting their stuff graded. So that's some of the Gengars that I've been collecting, and of course the Arcanine. And then this is Magic the Gathering. I'm not sending that in. I think this promo from Hidden Fates is just fucking beautiful, and I wanted to get one, so I got one. And pretty well centered, and you know, I was very rigorous with trying to find one that was good. Some other ones. Here's another Arcanine, Light Arcanine. Looking to build a collection or sell them off. You know, I want to collect. Any Umbreons? I bought a graded one at an 8, first edition. 10 is way too expensive for me. From the camera, looks like dual lands. I mean, I picked up a few. Oh, this is just a really cool, like, cracked ice Japanese promo Rayquaza that I picked up recently. I just thought this card was fucking awesome with the foiling effect. Light Dragonite, first edition. A lot of these are gonna be first edition if possible. Porygon, I like Porygon, so just trying to find good copies of that. We have Typhlosion, first edition. This was more of an opportunity buy. It was like, how often are you finding pack fresh Typhlosions? Shining Gyarados was also kind of an opportunity buy. You're not really finding pack fresh condition old cards anymore. Same with Shining Noctowl. Although I just like Noctowl. Who would have guessed? Houndoom, another opportunity buy. Great centering, near pack fresh. I got a thick Snorlax. And I also got an Espeon. That's a bunch of the stuff, if not all of the stuff, that I've picked up recently to send in to PSA, maybe. Or just to collect.
Okay.
School? Paris? Charmander? Gabite. Oh, that's a shiny. Ooh. Hello. What up, birds? Charmander. Charmander shiny. And Arbok non-foil. Nice Charmander shiny.
Voltorb.
That's a shiny.
Oh, I thought that was the last card.
And Raichu GX. Slowpoke. Woohoo!
Gardevoir.
And Jesse and James. I'll take that. Put it in the sleeve.
Is that good?
These packs have been nuts, bro. Seconds. Okay, brother. If ETBs were like this all the time, centering's like not even that bad either. If ETBs were like this all the time, I'd open them up way more. To recap, the box: Raichu GX, Altaria Shiny. I just think that's cool. Gardevoir GX Shiny, Moltres, Zapdos, Articuno, Tag Team GX Rainbow Rare, Gabite Shiny, Charmander Shiny, Espeon GX Shiny. Bro, what a box. All right, you gotta have something here.
Hey.
Oh, Blaziken V full art. There's a pinch. Oh, and Umbreon V Max in the ETB. Big pull. Only way it could have been bitter was the alternate art. Ribbon badge and Leafeon V Max. We're starting hot, which means the middle and end are gonna be bad. And Hippowdon. Espeon V Max regular art. Danielle down bad.
I'm still down bad from forever.
Nice pull, Espeon V Max. Yep.
Xerneas, Flying Pikachu.
Oh,
Is that good?
I don't have this.
Yay!
Good pull.
Yay!
Good pull. Stuffle, Caterpie. Oh. Okay, well it's not the alt.
Avenger.
Ooh, full art mythic Mirari's Wake. Sudden Edict. Flay Essence. Arid Mesa. Boom.
Woo! I got it.
Fetchy. Extended art. Esper Sentinel. Showcase.
Ooh.
Nice pull.
Somebody gift him a sub. I do it going.
Well, I mean, a Fetchy Marsh Flats and a mythic follow-up Murktide Region. I don't think this is very good unless told otherwise. Pretty happy. Murktide's $19. $17.25. Whoa!
That was my card. I pulled that.
Ooh, mythic Sword of Hearth and Home. Yeah, it is. Verdant Catacombs extended art. Beauty.
Yeah.
You know, land, whatever. Torok Dread Cantor. Full art mythic. I actually don't know. Alright, King of the Pride. Weather the Storm. Ranger. And full art foil Vindicate.
And food.
And then food.
Yes! We got food!
Diamond Lion extended art. Rakdos. Urza Saga. Showcase.
Sir. Tide Shaper.
Solitude Mythic. Boom, baby. Nice pull. Here we go. Let's bring some heat. Scalding Tarn. Extended art non-foil. Extended art.
A dog.
Doggy. Hey, Showcase. Murktide. Nice pull.
This guy.
Mythic. Was that Mythic 3? Is that Aeromoeba? Jade Avenger. Gorilla Shaman. Is that Karth the Lion? That's a rare. It's like an etched foil. Scalding Tarn. Foil extended art. Baby. Let's go. Big pull.
Yeah.
Karmic Guide. Force of Negation. Retro frame foil. Ooh, baby. Nice pull.
Nice!
Holy shit.
That was me. Ember.
That's a big ass pull. Huge pull.
Boop, boop, boop. Oh, look at that. More shit in my ass.
Come on, bro. Where are the hits? We have nothing. We've got nothing. You've taken all we've got. And now you want more. What else do I have to give? Metagross V.